I'm not the most sociable person in the world by any stretch, more so than most people. I'm happy to be alone, I'm kind of a loner. Occasionally I will go out as part of a group. With the folks I work with, hit the town, talk some shit, have a little dance, all that jazz. One such occasion just went down recently. About 16 or 17 of us. We meet up at work, have something to eat. Alcohol is flowing all around. Now, even though I sense everyone gets on well enough, little groups of 5 or 6 people start clustering, you know? Anyway, we get on the minibus and drive over to what is the nearest city to us over the English border. More drinking, more idle banter. What you find happens when you're in a larger group as the night goes on, people who have yet to interact much become aware of this, more so and more so. And so the tension grows. This is sometimes broken as one person makes a move, asks a couple of questions, drops a couple of compliments or kind words, and the social anxiety melts away. Sometimes this doesn't happen, and there is a noticeable chill for the remainder of the evening. It's no one's fault as such. Another thing which can happen is people who are close and friendly one moment can turn on each other. Or one person says something which is taken the wrong way, and suddenly there's threats of violence, idle or otherwise, flying around. This sort of thing. The frequency of these kinds of incidents tends to accumulate in the latter part of the evening. I wonder why that might be. I don't want to point the finger of blame squarely at alcohol. When you get to 3:30 in the morning, naturally people are tired and have had enough of the tyranny of social convention, the potential minefield, different people, different faces, different personalities. And then you throw into the occasion random folks who no one in the group knows, who we come across in pubs and clubs. You know, tempers and tolerance for bullshit can be pushed to the limit. As an individual, I'm quite fortunate, I think, in that I don't suffer from social anxiety, and I'm not a people pleaser. If you don't like me, I'm not losing any sleep. But anyway, social convention can be oppressive. Let's call it the tyranny of expectation. Yeah. One is expected, when in the company of others, to behave in this way or that way. Such is the way we humans do things, but alcohol, yeah. Fuck that drug. I've had my problems before. It's one of several addictions I've overcome. It is bad news, the booze. One of the great scourges of humanity. I don't think it's overly dramatic to put it that way. The truth is borne out in the statistics, but its use is so ingrained in our culture. It's not only a socially acceptable narcotic, it's actually seen in some circumstances as antisocial not to drink, or even unmanly. It's normalised drug abuse. Some don't even recognise it as a drug, it's viewed separately, as its own separate category, which is absurd to me. Prohibition doesn't work. Try to ban the booze, the gangsters will take over. make things a shitload worse. We've seen this before, so fuck that idea. I work in a pub on the food service side of things, but much of my income depends on alcohol sales and profits, and I see the same faces propping up our bar week in, week out. Some of these guys are addicts, and some of their money ends up in my pocket, which I don't feel good about at all. I feel there should be more people in politics and media, mainstream and fringe, pushing an anti-alcohol message, but not in a scaremongering, superficial, 1950s cheesy as fuck sort of way, but by sticking to the facts, delivering the evidence. Yeah. Alright then, I will see you all next week, ladies and gents. Till then, take care and keep it real.